So the following is just an overview of how the mobile device works. I'll get you to go to your app exchange and download the Salesforce mobile. And down in the bottom left-hand corner is a little sales cloud. I'm going to click on that, and that will open up the sales the mobile interface for me. And there's just a little bit of a delay here, so we'll just let it do its thing. There we go. I'm just going to jump around here a little bit. So when I come to the mobile app, one of the things up in the top left-hand corner is a little bar up there. And I can click that bar, and I can do some different things that I want with that. One of the things that I like to look at when I click through, those are kind of the things that are available to me on the mobile app. And so I've got the well license detail. Sometimes I'll click that. And when I go to the well license detail, we can have the option to do what they call list views. So I can click on, say, the one that says well permits with rig visit. And if we click on that, it's going to show up all the different rig visits that I've done on that side of it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in here, and I'm going to click up at the top of the screen, and there's the universal search. And I'm going to click on that, and I'm not too sure what you'll search. How we'll define, when the reps know which one they're going to go into. But I'm going to just come in here, and I'm going to look at one here called K-8, just as an example. So K, and then I'm just going to say dash, wherever my dash has gone, dash, and then 8. And then I'm going to search that. And one of the things that it does kind of come up here, all the different well licenses, I'm going to just click the tab. We'll let it come up here. There's some different well licenses. I'm going to click that tab up there that says well license detail. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to bring those particular ones up for me. And let me see here, which are the ones that I wanted here. So K-8. Akita 803. Let's just see if I can see that one. So then I'm going to go with this one here, the top one. I click on that, and that brings up the actual well license. So we'll have to work on what's the easiest way for you to find the different well licenses that we're focused on. But once we bring that up, we could come into it, and I'll just let the video catch up here. So there is it, XTO. I can double check and make sure that this is the one, the permit that I'm looking for. And then what I do is down at the bottom of the page, and we'll just give it a second here, there's these 3 little dots. And if I click on those 3 little dots, then what that does is it opens up the system tray for me. And then I'm going to choose edit. And then once I've chose edit, it's going to bring up the record for me. And then once I get the record open, I have the rig visit information section. So at the top, I have my wells. I can pick my date. So I'll just pick today's date and say, okay. So I put my date in there. I can pick my comments. And then I've got my rig visit comments in there. I'm going to use, I have the voice to text enabled on my phone. So I'm going to open this up. Went on site for a rig visit. Met with the rig manager. Oops. Went on site for a rig visit. Met with the rig manager. He indicated that he liked all of the equipment that we are supplying. And then I can stop it. And then I put that in there. And then I can come in here and I can put in a name. Pat Hines. And then I can come in and I can look at the phone number, 403-472-5800. 5795. And then the email is a little bit kludgy on that side of it. I haven't quite figured that out, so we'll have to type that in there. So that gives you an example. And then once I've got it all done, I just come up and I hit save on that side of it. And I now have my rig visit all saved and ready to go, and I can see the details associated with it. I'm going to then switch over and I'm going to do a separate video on what it looks like from a browser and a reporting perspective. But the key here is, how are we going to make it easy for the reps to go in and do the search? And then once we figure that out, is it by license? Is it by, name, so on and so forth, and practice that. Once we get that down to, the easiest process, then it's pretty easy to enter the data, and I'll show you how we report on it moving forward.